Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm here with Max again, and we're nursing our hangover from last night's Toffee Blues night out. We're just the two of us, but yeah, it was a heavy one. But we're recovering. You all right, Max? How's it going?
Very well, thanks, mate. I'm slowly but surely getting there. Still a bit rough around the edges, but
It's a heavy one.
softened a little bit with the news of Everton finally getting a move on with the transfer window. And we're here to talk about another potential signing that I don't think either of us want.
I don't think anyone wants it. We'll have a look at the thoughts, but it's not really a welcome one. Danny Welbeck. It's a report coming from the Evening Standard saying that Everton are in pole position to sign Danny Welbeck on a free transfer. It came from it was the Evening Standard. Yeah. It is understood that Everton are willing to offer him an increase on his current £100,000 a week salary, which I thought it was 125 on the website I've checked, but yeah, even so, it's just ridiculous money. He just does not justify those wages, does he? He's injury prone. He's proven to be injury prone over the years, so that's just a massive danger sign for me. He's a little bit like Daniel Sturridge, but to be honest, I don't even think he's as good as Daniel Sturridge, even though Daniel Sturridge isn't very good. But it's just a bit of a shocker, really. What do you think of this one?
To me, the analogy I use for it, it's like putting a plaster over a broken leg with this striker situation. It's really frustrating that we haven't adequately replaced Romelu Lukaku. I know it's going to be really hard to find someone that can bring you that volume of goals, and have such a presence at the top of the field. But Danny Welbeck at 100 grand a week just isn't the answer to that. In my opinion, I don't know. I think his value comes from his career path. I believe more than anything else. Obviously, a youth project at Manchester United, accumulated several trophies with Man United, and obviously took a step down ish to Arsenal, and as you say, just absolutely ravaged with injuries, and just the player us ourselves, Everton Football Club, have players that are just too susceptible to injuries, and you can't depend on them. So this is the thing, Tom, that I just hate about the close season, when rumours like this come out. I mean, validity pending, but rumours like this, where it's a very strange transfer. I don't want to disrespect Danny Welbeck, because obviously he's a professional footballer playing for Arsenal. I can't call him rubbish, because he's not. He's a Premier League footballer, but he's not the answer for Everton Football Club. No. What are your thoughts on it, mate?
It goes against everything that the brands and Silver have told us, so that's why I seriously doubt the validity of it, because I think it's out of the age range that Silver and Brands have already said that they're going to aim for in terms of incoming transfers this summer, and it's also just completely goes against what when they first came into the club, Brands and Silver, they both said, right, the first issue we need to get out the way is the wage bill. The wage bill's ridiculous. We've got Steve Walsh chucking money at players who are sitting there doing absolutely nothing. But and I think that's just we just be going back on all the hard work that we're trying to do by getting rid of these players, by putting this one on 100,000 plus a week, and then for him to maybe hopefully he doesn't get injured if he does sign, but for most of the time just be paying his medical fees on top of that. It just goes against everything that Brandon Silver it seems to be trying to build, and there's so many other strikers out there. I appreciate that they want someone who's Premier League proven, and it's difficult to get a Premier League proven striker at a decent price, and he's going for a free agent, which is tempting, but no, I just don't think he's good enough. And he's how old is he? 28. It's never really. He's kind of one of them. When he was younger, it was like, oh, he's gonna be that good, and then it's come to the point where he's like, is he gonna be that good? He's 28 now. When's it gonna happen? Obviously been stunted by injuries. He's hit some form sometimes. Obviously, he seems to be liked in the England setup. He seems to get called up quite consistently, even when he hasn't been playing, or even when he hasn't been scoring. When he has been playing, so he seems to be respected within the England setup. Not sure why. Maybe he is really good, and we do need him at Everton, but I'm not sure, to be honest. But we put it out anyway today to you guys on Twitter to ask what you think. We said, would you take Danny Welbeck at Everton? 18% said yes. 48% said no, and then the remaining 34% said no. Are you crazy? So it doesn't seem like people are very keen. Just some comments as well. People have said. EFC Bryce 7 said, if we're going to go for crooked English strikers, I'd rather have Sturridge off them. No, I'm not joking. That's an interesting one. That's the thing with Everton signing Liverpool players. It probably won't happen. It's like that's the thing. It's a bit of a block. Like Sturridge, I've mentioned that before. Like maybe Sturridge would be a good fit for us, but it's not going to happen. But anyway, back to Welbeck. Keith Giles says prefer Tosin or Nias to Welbeck, which is we've had negative responses, but that seems to be particularly damning. Toffee says, who the fuck is voting yes? Which is an interesting one. Doesn't seem to be anyone. There's a few more replies just to read out as well. Greg Lambden says, yeah, totally fits with our director of football strategy of finding young players on low wages, which is exactly what you said. So echo on that point. Dominic Jemson says bargain. Obviously sarcastically. It seems that all of the positive replies on this do seem to be sarcastic. I can't see any. Pole position in a race of one. Literally, there's nothing. It doesn't. I can't find any positive replies to this. So I don't think it's legitimate anyway. I think it's one of them where Everton's name are being thrown in the hat just for the sake of it, because Everton have got money. Yeah, he's kind of like maybe it's his agent trying to get him sold, trying to generate interest by chucking Everton's name in there. But I don't know. I very much doubt it anyway. Have you got any final thoughts on Welbeck before we wrap it up?
No, not really. As I said, it just seems like just absolute nonsense, like kind of just typical transfer rumour nonsense. Yeah. I just can't see it happen. It goes against the principles that we've laid down, our new kind of vision. So
fully against it.
I'd much prefer not to have him join Everton.
Yeah, it's a no from us. But if there are any yeses out there, please do get in touch, because I'd love to hear the reason behind why people will want Danny Welbeck at Everton. So please do get in touch in the comments either way. And I hope you've enjoyed the video again. And please subscribe to Toffee Blues, like the video, and watch all our other stuff. We've just done a video on Jonas Larsson signing for Everton. Give that a watch as well, and obviously follow us both on social media. Our tags are below our little pictures, so give us a follow and keep up with what we're going to do. And thanks for watching. Join us next time on Toffee Blues.